Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Let's talk about this weekend. Collectiveverse at the Ahern Luxury Hotel, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Amazing first show. For me, anyway. I thought it was a great show. Awesome deals went down. I think I did more deals that weekend than I've done, although I've only done 3 shows. But still, it was actually pretty cool that people were taking to Dragon Ball. I was kind of nervous at first. You know, you're in a room full of sports, Pokemon, and One Piece. And as the only Dragon Ball seller, now there was one more other person, but they were selling slabs, PSA Dragon Ball cards. So as a singles raw seller, I was a little nervous. But I don't know, maybe it was like faith or something that Friday I did really good on Vendor Friends and Family Day, which is actually pretty cool. And then Saturday, I think, not the sale wise, I think I've traded more cards than I sold. Like I just sell. I've never traded cards until this weekend, which is actually really a good experience for me. It's one thing to watch it on YouTube from other vendors, but to actually do it yourself, that was actually pretty fun. So it is a breath of fresh air for me, and I'm kind of stoked to do it again this weekend at the Las Vegas Car Show. Another great show, by the way. So if you're in Vegas this weekend, come on down. Get your tickets too. Tickets are still available. VIP, I think it's limited, but it's still available. You guys go online, LasVegasCarShow.com. I'll put the link at the bottom. And of course, always subscribe, guys. If you're new watching this, subscribe, comment, hit that bell button for all future content. Just one thing that I keep worrying about is your neighbors. And let me tell you right now, this weekend, my neighbors were amazing. Shout out to Matt, Carlos, Kobe, and Ashley. You guys are awesome. Probably the best weekend I've ever had vendoring. Wish we could do it again. Like, I wish we could just keep doing it all over every weekend. But that's how it goes. We'll see what happens this weekend. Speaking of this weekend, table A4 will be in the back right corner. When you guys get off the elevator, just go to the right. We're all in the back right corner by the stage. That's where we'll be at. That's where we'll always be at, unless they change the floor plan. This week, though, unfortunately, she won't be there with us. The trio won't be there. My son and my wife have something to do this weekend. They have some family outings and plans, so your boy here will be solo dolo again, which is great. It's all right. But she'll be here Sunday, later on in the day, like 1, 2 o'clock maybe. But you got your boy this whole weekend by himself. It's okay. So we got sealed, we got singles, raw. We also got slabs. We are also taking in singles. We're doing singles as always and slabs. So if you guys have that, come on down. All right. So if you guys saw my Instagram post for the story, the topic of today is, as a vendor, should we be buying everything that comes to our table or sticking to one thing? So for people who are established, who just do Pokemon or One Piece or sports, that's what they stick with. Pokemon, One Piece. Now, there are some sellers that'll do both, like Pokemon, One Piece. And in this market, in this crazy market, the big 3 right now, even if it's a small one, it's Pokemon number 1, One Piece 2, and Dragon Ball 3. That's the small one, but those are the big 3 right now. So, as a vendor, should we be just buying everything that hits our table? For me, I like Marvel and Dragon Ball. I do a little bit of One Piece. When Pokemon hits my table, I tell them, no, I don't do Pokemon. That would be like my 6-year-old's thing if he was there. But as for me, I don't do Pokemon. I've had people come up to me and ask me if I buy sports. as cool as their collection looks, like there was a PSA 9 Giannis blue sparkle that this one guy was trying to sell me. As cool as it looked, I told him no, I don't do sports. I don't think I'm not known for sports. But like for everybody else, like I know other people will just take it just to see if it sells. Is that a good marketing strategy? I mean, maybe it works for other people. It won't work for me though. You know, you don't go to the card shows or you don't look at the videos and go, oh, he's doing sports now. Now everybody's just thrown off because now everybody's gonna ask you questions. I thought you were doing Dragon Ball. What happened to that? So for me, I like to stick to one thing. Stick to what I know. Dragon Ball and Marvel. Do I take chances on cards? Yeah, absolutely. Everybody does. They look at it and they go, this might work. It's a 50-50. We're in Vegas. We do gambling. You gamble on it. It may sell, may not. We'll take a loss, or maybe we'll hit the big one. But that's just how it goes for me. I don't stray from the path. I at one point was thinking about doing sports, but I'll tell you right now, for all you sports collectors, for all you sports vendors, you guys have probably the hardest jobs. You guys got to keep up with the sport. You guys got to keep up with the players, injuries. I think I'll just stick to Marvel. I'm just saying Spider-Man's not going to have value drop just because he sprained his ankle. That's not going to happen. Let alone Goku's not going to drop in value when he's, rips his rotator cuff. So I'll just stick to what I know. But shout out to all you sports collectors and vendors, man. I'll tell you guys have just a massive amount of energy just to keep like all of that up to date. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys do? Let me know in the comments. It'd be awesome to see and hear what you guys think. I'll take one piece on the side. I like the cards. I like the way they look. And it's interesting when you talk to people at the table. Like, who's in it for the hobby and who's not. Especially the vendor. It was really funny to me how you could sell something and just be in it for the money, which it's your thing. If you're in it for the market money, that's all you guys. There's people who are passionate about it. Like, my number one thing ever since I started this is I'm not going to sell or rep anything that I'm not a fan of. Like, I'm not just going to go into Naruto because the market goes up. Or I'm not going to rip into Bleach because their cards are just skyrocketing. I won't do it. I don't care if the market is high. I don't care if it's not the now, but in the future it will be. I won't do it. I don't watch Naruto. I don't watch Bleach. Demon Slayer. If Demon Slayer is one of the ones. If it wasn't Union Arena, if Bandai took over Demon Slayer and looked like Dragon Ball or One Piece, I would be in it. I would be all up in it. That would be my big three. Marvel wouldn't even be a thing at the shows. Because my love for Demon Slayer is just as much as Marvel. And as an anime guy, as an anime seller, that would be my big three. Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Demon Slayer. I just don't think Union Arena looks good to me. I know a lot of people like Union Arena, but me, it is what it is. So, we'll just see what the weekend looks like. So again, if you guys aren't doing anything this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you guys come on down to the Hearn Luxury Hotel to the Las Vegas Card Show. Come down to table A4. Sell me your Dragon Ball. Sell me your One Piece. Sell me your Marvel. If you guys have Marvel, come on down. Come on down. I had a lot of people sell me their Marvel this weekend. Not a lot. Like a couple of the older collectors that just wanted to move their Marvel cards. So I'm hoping to see Daniel from SoCal. Hopefully he's there again this year. He has 2 Magneto cards I would love to get off of him. That'd be awesome to have in the collection. But I'm stoked. This weekend's gonna be amazing. All right, guys, I'll see you guys again. Subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys think about the topic. Should we be buying everything that hits our table, or should we just stick to what we know and buy that one thing that makes us keep being who we are as vendors and collectors? And also hit that bell. I'll see you guys this weekend. You guys have a good Monday and the rest of the week. Bless y'all.